I am G.R. Shivshankar, General Secretary, TUCC Central Committee. Just today, I want to share some of the issues regarding the Provident Fund, one of the biggest social security scheme in our country. The Act came in 1952 and it is supposed to be one of the biggest social security scheme in the world. But unfortunately, in our country, more than 35 crore working people are there. Their Provident Fund has covered only 5.5 crores. That means remaining so many lakhs of crores of people are not covered under the Provident Fund. This is where they will get the social security. They are not getting any kind of a social security in the Provident Fund. And when you come to the reality of the Provident Fund, people who are all, because the Provident Fund recently, not recently, in 1995, they brought the pension scheme. Pension scheme, it is one of the good scheme they have introduced, but unfortunately pensions are getting the employees only 1,000 to 2,000 rupees. That is the maximum, and I don't know recently if there is any increase, means it may go up to 3,000. Where depend upon the salary. But most of the workers are not getting the pension what we demanded the trade unions in the country, that those people are not getting. But in the Provident Fund, huge money, huge corpus money is there, but those money is not properly helping the workers in the pension or even in any other schemes related to the workers. But workers working in the government industry, workers working in security, hospitality, hotel industries, these are all the people who put their work from morning to evening, and they are working very hard. Even security people are working 24 hours. But when the question of their pension comes, nobody will get any pension, because they will get a settlement. They will immediately take. The vast number of people, particularly the contract labor, outsourced employees, they are the huge number, but they are also not getting this pension scheme. The intention of introducing a pension scheme, the purpose has been defeated because the majority people are not getting. And recently, when the COVID-19, Prime Minister announced that the workmen can take the Provident Fund, there is a provision. But the Lakvina, most of the workers, more than 65% of the workers are unorganized and people who don't know anything about the computer to submit their, for taking the loan, they can't able to do that. Because unless if you are not download the things in the computer, they can't do it. So for that, the Provident Fund department is not helping them to get the, there is no kind of any provision to enroll them and get their benefit, particularly loan and other things. That provision they are not doing. They are telling only you have to come through the system, you have to upload, and then only the loan will be sanctioned. But now the middleman, the agents are getting the benefit. The poor workers are going to the agent. Agents ultimately, they will fix the fees. I think they will fix sometime 10%, they will fix 5%. So they get the benefit. But the poor workers, more than 65% of the workers who don't know how to remit this thing through the computer, they are unnecessarily exploiting with the middlemen. This is happening particularly in the loan which they are supposed to take from the Provident Fund. Then where is the provision for them to get the benefit? So this is one of the purpose has been defeated. Provident Fund, of course, we know there is a EDLI. It is one of the, when any employee gets the maximum, they will get 6 lakhs. But when the majority people are not enrolled in the Provident Fund, they will not get that benefit. The security people, I don't know how many people have taken particularly this EDLI, because they are not covered under the Provident Fund. And a majority, particularly the management and the officials of the Provident Fund, they are hand in glove and they don't want to remit the Provident Fund to the people. Most of the people supposed to be covered, they are not covered. So, this is the reality particularly in the Provident Fund. I think now what I request, because Provident Fund is also like a bank, employer and employee, our contribution will be there. Let them get an ID throughout the country, wherever they go. Through that ID, they can withdraw their pension and whatever the benefit loan and other things they can withdraw. But unfortunately, even recently the migrant employees who are working in the building construction and other thing, most of the people in the building construction, they are not enrolled under the Provident Fund. They are not given any, whether ESI and PF, both they will not give. The social securities they will not give. That's why huge number of contract laborers are not getting the benefit of the Provident Fund, and particularly the people who are working in the construction and the government industry and the security, these people are not there. I think I request the Government of India, particularly Prime Minister, kindly, this is one of the biggest social security scheme, kindly make a proper method to enroll all the people under the Provident Fund so that they can get the social security. The burden of the government will be reduced. Once if they can enrolled in the Provident Fund, the most of the burden on the part of the government that can be reduced. I think I request the government should intervene and find out the irregularity in the Provident Fund and corruption in the Provident Fund. So, that only helps to control the Provident Fund Commissioner's office. Lot of corruption, that corruption has to be avoided, because most of the employees in the Provident Fund, they are the advisors to the management. This is the unfortunate situation what we find in India. Thank you.